You spend the day managing your household, getting kids to school, and working your regular job. Then, long after the sun goes down and you finally sit down, your second shift begins, managing the life of your aging parent. This is a demanding, largely invisible labor. It's spending hours on hold with insurance companies, tracking down missing retirement funds, or clarifying coverage. It's organizing complex medication schedules that change with every hospital discharge. And it's navigating the unpredictable behavioral changes that make a simple conversation feel like a challenge. There is a heavy emotional toll to watching a loved one decline, but that grief is often compounded by the realization that you are suddenly performing the work of a medical administrator and a nurse, roles for which you were never trained. If you feel overwhelmed, it is a natural response to the sheer volume of tasks. You have been placed in an incredibly difficult role, and you are trying to learn it while the stakes are at their highest. Researchers use the term multifaceted strain to describe how these duties can take over your life. It isn't just about the hours spent providing care. It's about how these responsibilities can lead to social isolation and disrupt your career and health. Over time, this chronic stress leads to measurable physical consequences. Caregivers frequently report persistent sleep disturbances, a constant sense of fatigue that rest won't fix, and sudden changes in weight or appetite. Managing this strain requires moving away from reactive daily chaos. By building a structured, proactive care system, you can address these challenges before they become emergencies. When you create a clear structure for daily tasks and medical information, you reduce the mental load you carry every day. It is a practical step that helps maintain your parents' safety and protects your own well-being. When care demands become complex, relying on memory alone is risky. In the middle of an emergency or a stressful doctor's visit, a simple memory lapse can lead to a missed medication dose or a misunderstood instruction. Centralizing all this information into a professional planning system provides a single source of truth for everyone involved in your parents' care. Document essentials like medical conditions, allergies, and doctors. Also record functional status. Checking where they need help communicates exactly what's needed to the care team. This level of organization is especially important if you are caring for multiple people at once, as many in the sandwich generation are. When these granular details are recorded on paper rather than just held in your head, the burden of the work changes. You are no longer just reacting to the latest crisis. You are working from a structured plan that others can see and share. Clinical research shows a direct link between care intensity and the caregiver's health. As demands increase, physical and mental resources deplete. If intensity remains high, health reaches a breaking point, leading to caregiver burnout. Warning signs of burnout include exhaustion, sleep won't resolve, withdrawing from friends, neglecting your own health, and persistent difficulty in concentrating and making decisions. These red flags are serious. When a caregiver is burned out, the quality of care they provide can decrease, which directly affects the safety and health of the parent. There is a common belief that the primary caregiver must shoulder every responsibility alone. But trying to handle everything yourself is often what leads to the most severe burnout. This is the multiple responsibility conflict. When you're balancing a career, children, and aging parents, you reach a point where it is physically impossible to fulfill every role perfectly on your own. One practical strategy is to hold a family meeting to delegate tasks. A sibling who lives far away might not be able to help with daily care, but they can take over administrative tasks like insurance calls or ordering medical supplies. Viewing these tasks as a shared responsibility is a logistical strategy. It ensures that the support system for your parent remains stable over the long term. Physicians often treat caregiver self-care as a clinical requirement for the household. Research shows that caregivers who attend to their own wellness are able to provide effective care for significantly longer periods. Using the empty cup metaphor, you simply cannot continue to give if you don't take time to replenish your own energy. A nap or a short walk isn't a distraction from your duties. It is the maintenance required to keep performing them. So consider this a high priority task. Do one thing strictly for yourself today. Then tomorrow you can begin the work of organizing that master medication list. You are doing important, difficult work in an impossibly tough situation. It is okay to take a breath. Prioritizing your own health ensures that you remain the stable anchor your parent needs. By choosing to sustain yourself, you are ensuring the care they depend on can continue.